know how to pick my controls in Japanese, and they were nice enough to switch it to English for me, so I was able to figure it out. So
yeah, the two things you need to know is you should learn what the rule set is, or the stage list is, and then you should learn how to change your controls in Japanese. So just practice that once or twice and you'll be good to go.
And yeah, getting into game 1 here, Abadango is going with the Meta Knight. So we're going to be seeing Meta Knight versus Palutena. Definitely a pretty unorthodox matchup, not one I've seen much Ultimate.
Definitely in the States for sure. But if these two face each other a lot here, I'm sure that this is absolutely not abnormal in the slightest.
Yeah, I can see the appeal of Meta Knight in this matchup being like smaller hurt box for Palutena to try to hit with her meaty aerial. Also, just Palutena being a big body can definitely be susceptible to those Meta Knight combos.
I feel like both of these characters just have to fight to win neutral once, and then they can both rack up a pretty hefty amount of damage at the same time, yes? For sure.
I mean, Meta Knight, a combo machine that's been, slowly but surely coming on more in Ultimate. Abadango's been winning on him more, but Palutena, steady character. But getting out to this early percent, just a lot of back and forth damage, but Jagaimo is starting to push advantage here and getting Abadango off stage more and more.
You know what I've learned about Meta Knight just watching today is that Meta Knight has so many more safe-ish landing options than I thought. A lot of moves that I thought would have more landing leg absolutely is ridiculously hard to punish.
Yeah, even like his down B, like his neutral B, like he's definitely like an air warrior in this game. Like yes, he's known for like his dash attacks, his grab game, but he has a lot of good options in the air too. But
look at his patience on the ledge right now from Abadango. He actually elected to re-grab ledge just because he knows he couldn't be punished.
Or when you have as many jumps as Meta Knight has, you can definitely like play that flanking game a little bit to try to get back on stage. And you're seeing it really mitigate Jagaimo's ledge trapping, but it doesn't matter. Still has the back throw, has him off stage yet again. But here we go. How is Abadango going to find this opening though? That's like, at this point you're at such a high percent, you're going to have to deal with those Palutena back airs.
Exactly. I mean, it just becomes a fishing game at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got that nair, he's got those graphic, he gets the back air. Big knockback on that move, but now he gets the dash back forward smash.
Fantastic read by Abadango, seeing that he was going to immediately warp to that point in ledge.
I mean, you'll see Meta Knight do that with their down B as well. He definitely just calls that out of the Palutena teleport and gets himself a lead here, but Meta Knight pretty light. Probably will not last much longer, but after being down for that whole first stock, that's huge.
It's not going to take much to finish off that stock, though. 179 light character. You saw that nair almost kill from ledge. You can't convert down air when you're at that high percent.
Yeah, back throw from center stage.
Up throw, sure. Okay. You know, that was a Build-A-Bear. You could do whatever you wanted with that at that point.
When you got, Meta Knight has 200%, I hope your up throw will kill him.
Alright.
Yeah.
Finally, we have a moment to breathe. We're kind of slowing things down to neutral, but now we get a little bit of a combo game going on here.
Yeah, I mean, getting back to a lot of those falling aerials, trying to catch Meta Knight dashing in, and now Abadango has to try to just work his way through this wall of aerials.
Abadango electing to try to just maintain center stage right there. Let's see if he gets anything out of it.
No, I mean, rising there from Jagaimo right off the ledge and back to center. It's just it's been hard to find any meaningful openings for Abadango outside of that big stop. But here's those Meta Knight combos coming through.
What's the game plan to SDI out of those up airs?
You typically want to do away, up and away, down and away. But you can mix it up too, just to try to make them have to mix up their combos as well.
Sure.
So, I definitely had to rely on bait at SDI earlier in the day. Probably not the ideal SDI, but SDI is better than no SDI against this character. Because otherwise those combos, you just die. But yeah, dash attack, grab, dash attack, grab.
Look at all these. I wouldn't call them whiffs, it's just evasiveness at the end of the day, you know?
I mean, we were talking about that neutral, how patient the neutral is in Japan earlier. It's, especially against these two characters, both Meta Knight has to play a very patient neutral, Palutena has a very safe neutral, so a lot of pokes.
Swing and a miss!
Yeah, that Meta Knight forward smash has a good amount of startup, but no end lags. You kind of just put that out there, but side beat, wait,
the tumble out?
Why do you fall out of that?
This game is just kind of, why did this character fall out of this move? The game, sometimes.
Why did the chicken fall out of the moon? But yeah, got him at the ledge. Okay. finally we've seen it. There have been so few dash attacks from Abadango neutral. That was like one of the first ones.
No. There was a bit of a dash attack exchange you missed earlier.
True, but regardless.
But it should be your bread and butter combo starter, so I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yep, there goes the grab.
That should do it. All right.
With a lead here. But immediately just calls out the teleport again. Like, he's gotten stocks off of both stocks but teleports.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, he just saw that, went for it, Randy up loop, and it's like, all right, I know I got the coverage. I'm like, you know, insurance person. I got your covered. Right now on platform.
And also that grounded up B is stronger than aerial up B too. So using that quad under the platform. But here we go.
Could it be it?
Oh, no, tornado! I thought he would have tornado instead of trying to push the down air.
He probably knew something we didn't.
He probably didn't think it would kill. So, but yeah, big damage there off of that one conversion. So now Abadango with his first meaningful lead outside of the one stock trade he got early on. But
I love that nair. And finishing it off.
Stage.
Showing that he's king of the skies there off stage for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, Jagaimo's got to think about how he's using that teleport, like, to get out of the air now. After this really, that was like the decider in that game one, so.
It was kind of an exhausting game one if you think about it. They kind of went tit for tat at every single moment.
Yeah, I was getting tired just trying to commentate it. So I can't imagine trying to play like I cannot overstate just the caliber of skill that the players have here. Like, I'm kind of in awe of it. Like, I knew, but I didn't know until I was here. So, I mean, this is just losers quarters, by the way.
Oh, my gosh. So this is like tournament stock for,
tournament game for Jagaimo, yeah.
That's crazy.
Jagaimo. I don't know.
You're right. Hey, I mess up, you mess up, we all mess up. It's fine. We're all on the mic having a good time.
Yeah, apologies in advance if I'm mispronouncing Jagaimo's tag. Obviously, everyone knows Abadango, but Jagaimo is definitely known as probably the best Palutena in Japan, but still like not super known outside the US, I would say. But yeah, so getting in this game too, switching to Battlefield here, probably trying to utilize those platforms a little more, got a disadvantage, get those warp cancels. But those were kind of his undoing in that first game, so.
I want to see if he can catch him on platform with one of those grounded up Bs again. That would be really interesting to see.
Yeah, and that's the thing for Meta too as well. Like, this helps his disadvantage. There you go. Great air dodge to get out of there, but are you dead anyway? Yes, you are.
Look at the patience. He was just waiting for an opportunity to down air.
And just like, barely cannot get the grab at the ledge on the teleport. Now you're in a big hole against Abadango.
This response so far has been pretty calm, cool, and collected. Every single time, Palutena has been winning neutral here.
I mean, that's kind of the Palutena game plan in general. It's just slowly but surely pack on damage, hold that stage control, keep shoving him off stage, use those back airs, and just like that, like one good read and you are even stocks once again without a whole 100%. But nope. Great landing on the platform, no follow up on the dash stack.
I think you need a little bit more percentage to be able to follow up from that one.
Yep, tries to go for the back throw. Oh no,
off stage again.
Great DI, almost gets the reversal with the nair. Gets the explosive flame, and now we're pretty much back to even.
I think that's just a testament to how many interactions that was won there to be able to get back to this point, you know? It
like
wasn't just 1, 2, or 3, it was 13.
Palutena is really known for her early percent combos, and just like that, immediately with a 69% combo and still going, but Abadango finally stops the bleeding.
The control right now is with Palutena, but the moments have been with Abadango.
Absolutely, and so Abadango just trying to get that momentum back, but Jagaimo just continuing to put out that wall of back airs. Abadango pretty much been just finding the one opening he needs to take stocks, but we'll see how much longer those opportunities are open before the door starts to close.
Off-stage opportunity. Oh, that nair. It's just such an impressive move, and following it up with the forward air. Couple hops, scops, skidoo, you got it going.
Yeah, I mean, like, he just made teleport look like extremely punishable move throughout this set, but like, once again, he is a Palutena player himself. He knows his character.
Exactly.
But here we go.
It's so dangerous to have the matchup knowledge against someone who you play as. You got the frame data, you got the punishes on lockdown.
Bouncing a forward tilt on stage there. But good recovery by Jagaimo, trying to get himself back in this game, back in this set, but in a big hole right now.
Look at this. Look at the patience. He knows this is Abadango knows that this is his game to lose, so he's just kind of like sitting back. Does get punished there. Almost loses the stock.
Yeah, off stage here in the corner. Anything from Palutena will take the stock here.
How do you deal with this? How do you deal with this off stage?
Abadango's been dealing with it the whole set. Like a lot of times, just using those multiple jumps. He does have his own teleport, but also just that tiny hurt box of Meta Knight is kind of hard to land hits on. And she's back in center here. Just looking for that one last hit.
He wanted up B so bad, I saw it.
Yeah.
In his eyes.
Perfectly spaced back air. Haven't seen a whole lot of tornado from Abadango this set, but extremely high knockback move. Dash attack. We'll take it.
92% deficit. We'll see what happens.
We saw in that stock team just how quickly Jagaimo can pile on that damage, and here we go once again.
Already at 52. This is practically a
almost an even game here.
Oh, good punish. Knew where he was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, Abadango really had to live on the ledge this game, so Jagaimo obviously. Oh! Oh, another one?
No, but the double!
Once again, that grounded up B, higher knockback, takes the set. He had like 110. Like, that's crazy.
Absolutely absurd finish there. That was hype as hell.
So yeah, great set there. Abadango moving on after that, going to losers very early, find himself in loser semis. So once again, Meta Knight, he's kind of on the rise right now. Like, he definitely has, you know, his counterplay, but as the game has continued to progress, characters with high damage output, high punish game, those have kind of continued to flesh out, and characters like just have a really strong neutral kind of stayed in place.